Hello, Keith here. Welcome to Math Fun and Games. Today we're continuing with the main game, which are the Panther system. They both use the same core rules. The Battle Tank is more complicated than Panzer because it has to take into account mechanized warfare in 1986, and there's a lot more complex things during that era. So if you learn to play MBT as a bonus, you'll also know how to play Panzer in the original Panzer series, which is really cool. Now, I'm playing Game Panzer here. I'm doing the basic setup with the basic rules. I plan to keep playing this. I hope to do one video every day or two until I complete the entire rule set of MBT. Then I'll probably go on to the next MBT module, which is FRG, which I have, and do those rules and scenarios, and then we'll see where we go from there. That's going to take a while yet. We are in this game. It's the basic setup. We're doing basic, just basic rules. I see at the top of my screen, I have advanced rules, so I'm going to move that a little bit because we're not using the advanced rules at all. A little bit more. Okay, so it's the board. I can pause it sometimes if I have to look something up, but I'll let you know if I pause the broadcast. If I pause the broadcast, you won't see any skipping. I'm trying to keep these 15 minutes, 30 minutes long. That way, we can do more one day or whenever really bad. People won't get bored or tired of it. And that way, they can, if they only get this one part, I'm also going to be going over some rules as we go. So right now, where I am with this game is we just completed the spawning phase. Did the first phase, we completed the spawning phase, the command phase. Now we're going to do the initiative phase, and one air units just the phase, and we're going to do just the combat phase. And this combat phase, that's going to take a while because I'm going to slowly because I'm running this game the same time you are. So first, we're going to check the initiative out. There's two roles. I'm going to roll USA first. I think I might have a rule. I might have a rule for the initiative last game. I'm going to roll for it again this game. So US. So US 69 and the Warsaw Pact Forces 29. Kinky. Americans good fire. There's no indirect fire, there's only direct fire. Only units that have been spotted and fired upon, and only by the units that have spotted them. Americans fire substitute right here. So move my rear. It's a tank. And two. There we go. A little bit bigger. There we go. So that's actually a command vehicle, the M60A3. So we're going to see how that fires right there. Some command vehicles. Okay, these are all M60s. Huh. Okay. Well, the M60 is a tank. I'm going to pull this card. I just made the assumption that they were wrong. They're not. Here we are. So the first thing to determine is the range between the fire and the target. Doing this one right here. So I'm going to turn on line of sight. Go from here. This M63. So that's going to have a range of 6 hexes. We're using the kinetic armor ammo. 6 hexes is the equivalent of point blank range. So this is firing at point blank range. Now we're going to get the combat tables out. Here. So point blank range, that's a 90 hit. Now we have modifiers. So I'm going to go through these modifiers one by one. Target size. So what's the target type? Target type is T72AB. So what's its size? And the size is on defensive information, so it's 0, so there's no options for size. Next, we have target moving gun or anti-tank missile. So the weapon that's firing will be a gun, and the target will be moving. That's what I put the moving markers on. So it's going to be -2 to hit. So it's over here. The modifier is -2. We go to 72 to hit. Is the target cover? The target is not covered. It's not a short halt. The fire does not have a short halt. The shooter is not damaged, suppressed, broken. There's no smoke between them. SHEAF is for broad fire. And there's none of that in this scenario. We have thermal image, no thermal imagers. We don't have it's not overwatch fire. Just keep going. In this game, it's not defensive fire. Some of these are for some of these are for it's an anti-tank cover, grade, and okay. So that's the only modifier. We have -2 modifier. So you'll need a 72 to hit. So we're going to need to roll is 72. So we're going to need a 72 to roll the dice. D100, 38. So that is a hit. So this fire this target, and it was a hit. I'm taking a break. I'm going to review some things, make sure I'm getting this right. I'm back. So 30 was a hit. Now we compare the attacker's penetration factor. So penetration factor of 110. Now we look at the defender's armor factor, and the armor factor is right down here in the corner. There's a bunch of the stuff that isn't being used because we're only doing a basic game. So the armor factor is 85. So 85 minus 110 is 25. Now we check to see how much damage was done. To compare the penetration factor with the armor factor. Now the penetration factor is greater than or equal to the armor factor, then the shot penetrates. The result of the hit, it's just basic game, the result of the hit is the amount by which the penetration factor exceeds the armor factor. In this case, the penetration factor exceeds the armor factor by 15. So I'm looking at the rule book, and it says if the penetration factor is greater than or equal to the armor factor by 1 to 3, the target suffers a damage hit. If it's greater by 4 through 9, it suffers a KO. If it's greater by 10 or more, it suffers a brew up. And they're also, and this is also on the combat effects summary. So it is on the chart. Let's take a look. Okay, there you go. Basic game damaged. It's on the combat effectiveness chart, and there you can see the results right here. So now you know where to find this. Basic game damage. Penetration factor equal or greater to the armor factor by 1 to 3. Target suffers damage. Greater by 4 through 9 suffers a KO. Greater by 10 or more suffers a wet. So that right there is a KO. So zoom in. So it's actually about to go up. It's 50. The difference between a brew up and KO is a brew up creates smoke. Put brew up count in there. Let's see. I think it needs to be flipped. Right? Okay, so I place the brewed up marker on that. Now, firing unit is going to have its move fire marker right here. Change to its fire side. Show the fire. There we go. So now the second unit in that area, this unit right here is firing from short halt. There's a movement on it. So it's firing from short halt. It's the same height as another vehicle. It cannot fire. It could not fire on that first because turn us all fire against one specific vehicle before any of that fire against that vehicle was resolved. So let's go fire at the second vehicle. Another rule check. So the rule says all fire against a single opposing vehicle must be announced before any fire is resolved. So we did that. This one right here is a short halt. If your vehicles have a short halt command, they must use the right fire. Short halt vehicle will be the second one. Now, a disadvantage of that, now, if this first vehicle had missed, there would be no more fire against its target, and that target would would survive because vehicle firing was the only one announced. So this right here, this has a short haul kind. It's going to fire against the second vehicle in that sequence. And let's look at 2-hit chart. They're the same type of vehicles as before. So let's determine the range. So from here, that's actually short range. So range will be short. Now we go to our AP hit, short range. So it's going to be a base 70 to hit. Just want to make sure it's the same type as the first target. No targets, modifier. Target is moving, so it goes to -2. There is no cover. Is the target for short haul? Yes. So now we need to see what kind of stabilization our vehicle has. Stabilization 2. So it's going to be 72, it's going to be -4. The shooter isn't damaged or hesitating, it's not suppressed, it's not broken in a fire. It is going through smoke. This text right here. That's going to be -2, so it's -4. No bodies. That's the only thing. So it's going to be the short range -4, so it's going to be a 42 to hit. Now let's check. There is some rough terrain there. Let's see if that affects these two. Rough terrain, there's 7 on it. Turn bog, hold on. Okay. In this place, so I can. So let's see what the note 7 says. Vehicle close assault support. Okay, so it doesn't provide endurance. So we're going to need a 42 or lower to hit. We roll 9, so we get lucky and we get hit. Now, go back to this card. Short range penetration factor is 96. There are different ammo faces. And the basic game is only front and rear. But the advanced game is a lot more. So it's going to be 96 to 85. That's plus 11. So that vehicle is also going to be brewed up. Move the marker out of the way. Let's get a brewed up marker. Here we go. Take a boot up marker and put it on the vehicle and move the vehicle back. Oops. There we go. Okay. So that's it for those two vehicles right here. This vehicle right here is a fire. It's a fire marker on it. It's going to get the move. I want to flip that. That's fire. those 2 units. I'm just and that's that. Now we're going to pause it for a second. So on this over here, we have 3 tanks in one X, and we have 3 tanks in the other X. The target's going to be on this over here in one X. We have 1 tank, and another X. We actually have 4 tanks to do. So before they fire, well, I can fire on a tank. Let's fire on this lead tank, right? If I fire on this lead tank, I have to announce all units that are firing on it before the first shot is taken against that tank. So if I fire on that tank and the shot misses, and I didn't announce anybody else firing on that, then that tank is going to survive. On the flip side of that, if I fire on that tank and I hit it, and I announce other vehicles to fire on the same tank, the shots are wasted. The way I'm going to do it, I have 3 tanks over here. One tank is going to fire on that lone tank by itself, and each one of these 3 are going to pick one of those 4 tanks. The trick is here that if I fire and take out one of those tanks and bruise up, the tank shots are going to be penalized for bruise up smoke. For simplicity's sake, that's the way I'm going to do it. So this vehicle is going to fire at this 21 axis. Now, just aside, this is the same system as Panther. These are more modern tanks, so the ranges are going to be a little bit better or in favor of fire. The penetration factor is going to be better. The armor factor is going to be better because these are more modern tanks. So let's look at what range that is. I said it was range 21 axis. ABFSS, it's not short range, it's medium range. So the target is length of 21 axis, 21. It's medium range. It's really short. It's medium range. I go on my charts. Do the chart. Medium range, the base is 50. So that modifier is 0. Target size modification -2 fire. So we're going to get -2. I believe that hex has any kind of cover. Let's take a look. Again, as we go along, these videos are going to become shorter and shorter. Okay, so there is no cover modifier. It's not a short halt. The shooter, I don't believe there's any other modifiers here. Offensive fire. Okay, shooter great. So it's 50 -2, so it's going to need a 40 to hit. We'll roll the dice. 74. So that's a miss. So that vehicle fired and missed. So that target right there is going to survive because the only announced fire at that target was just that one tank that just fired at it and it missed. I'm going to go one at a time. Each one of these three vehicles is firing at one of the four vehicles in this hex. I just want to do a quick check. Okay. The range, I'm going to do another range check. It's going to be, basically it's going to be the same thing, but let me move these back. Well, the range is going to be 21 hexes because these are both one hex to closer to the map board. So 21 hexes. It's also going to be the same modifiers. -2, so it's going to be 40. I'm going to roll dice to see if it hits. 53, it's a miss. So I have two more tanks here. They're each going to take their rolls because they're going to be the same modifiers. So each going to need a 40 hit. Well, not the second one. Second one, this is the third one. Third one, this is all four tanks there have hit. And that's the end of their fire. That is also the end of the American fire phase. One last thing I need to do is I need to go to units that fired and put the spotty marker with its fire side. Show that for fire purposes to get the fired modifier. Now the Russians is the fire phase simultaneous. So I'm going to read the rule. It says that the second player then announces and resolves direct fire by those vehicles, and here's the key, still able to fire and mark with the fire or short haul commands. So fire is not simultaneous. So units on the hill. I'm going to go just the same thing, just in the opposite direction. I'm going to check to see if I need this covering terrain. There's no covering terrain for the American vehicles. Now the range is still going to be 20 hexes because it's just going in the opposite direction. Let's take a look. Maybe the Russians will 20 hexes, 6, 12, 20. So that's going to be long range. Going to be long range for the Russians firing against Americans. We're going to go to this cardinal with long range, so they're going to have a base of 30 to hit. This is their targets. This is their highest modifier for the Americans. Yes, there's a +1 size modifier for the American tanks. The size modifier is under defensive information straight there on the left. And also armor for 16 that have less armor and they have larger size, so you start with the +1 modifier. However, I don't believe the target was moving. Let's take a look. But yeah, they were moving. Except for one tank in the second group was all moving. Yes. So it's going to be a -1 modifier. There's no cover, no short halt, no shooter modifiers, so it's another modifier. So it's going to be 24, base 24 to hit the Russian vehicle. The Russian vehicle gets a lucky shot off. The armor factor is 40. Armor factor is 48. The penetration factor 73, so that vehicle's not lit up. So it's on fire. There's smoke there. It's fire marker because that isn't heat anymore. And I'm going to get was actually 3 vehicles on the axis. So that makes things interesting. So fire against the other 2 vehicles in the hexes in the hex. Now we're going to have a -2 modifier because of the brew up smoke in the hex. Very interesting choice. One good factor about that is that the other vehicles that are on the hill can decide to fire at different targets rather than the targets in that hex. So let's say they fire at this target right here. There's no brew up smoke in this hex. There's 4 remaining rushing vehicles. 3 of the vehicles are going to try to hit this one vehicle by itself. One of the other vehicles is going to try to hit one of these vehicles in the area where there's brew up smoke. I'm going to get 3 shots to hit the one tank that's in a hex with no brew up smoke. Once again, going to be long range. And the modifier is going to be, there's going to be a +1 modifier for the American. +1 size modifier. And +2 moving modifier. So the 2 hits are going to be long range +1, so we're going to need 27. So we're going to get 3 shots like this. I believe on this roll 19. So one of those will hit. So they hit. That vehicle's brewed up. Fire marker. So there's now smoke in that hex. That fire marker disappears. So one of these vehicles is going to survive, and it's going to have fire marker at the top of it. We'll flip this to its fired side. And one of these vehicles is going to be fired on. It's going to be a range of 21, long range, 0, +1 for the target size, -2 for the target moving, and another 2 because there's brew up smoke in the hex. That Russian is going to need a 21 to hit. Roll the dice, 55 stress. Fire on that hill is not moved. It's not over. 4. So these guys did their fires on the map. I'm going to flip over their counter to the fire counter. That's for spot purposes, they will have fired. Last remaining thing is running up on the left. zoom in. Let's go there. So it's really critical root up and eliminated. The remaining 3 Russian tanks do have some of them have 2 targets. In this case, they all have 2 targets, but once in this row, are just going to have to fire through that row. Easy. Take a pause. I want to look up some rules. Rule for row smoke. Any shot at ends in a hexstas brew of smoke, ends in a hexstas brew of smoke, or goes through a hexstas brew of smoke, gets the negative modifier to hit. And that's for each occurrence of brew up smoke. Each of these vehicles behind smoke are going to fire at that in the woods. This vehicle back here is going to fire in the open. Woods will provide a terrain effect modifier to the 2 hit. So let's determine range. Here, 6 hexes. That vehicle 6 hexes is point blank range. So let's figure this out. Point blank range to give 90 plus 1, target moving minus 2. So it's going to be minus 1. What kind of cover does it have? Check. So what kind of woods is it? It is in medium woods. That's medium cover. Medium cover. So medium cover is minus 3, so down to minus 5. Anymore. So target size 1, target moving minus 1, medium cover minus 4, 2 cases of smoke minus 6. That's it. Blank reach minus 6, so it's going to be 36. And miss. The second vehicle there. Okay. No, that wasn't. I did the range wrong. That's what anyway, so that range actually that vehicle was eliminated campfire, of course. Let's go down. Let's just check the range for that. Right here. 8. 9. First vehicle has a range 8. Second vehicle has a range 9. Both short range. The modifier was minus 6, I believe. Target size plus 1. Target minus 2 minus 1. Minus target size plus 1. Target movement minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 3 is minus 4. 2 cases of so minus 7. So now the first vehicle only at 27, the second vehicle is 21. So both these vehicles missed. And they probably would have missed anyways. I guess they're just bad shots. So now I'm going to flip this shoot over its fire side to indicate the next volume phase 75. Next is this vehicle back here. I'm going to do another range check. I believe it's going to be short range. Go range Z, short range. Modifier. Target size is +1. Target moving -2. -2 +1 -1. The target is not undercover and there's no snow. So short range -1. 56 is needed to hit that vehicle. Roll. D172. So the Russians, all these three Russian tanks all missed. Will be marked with fire counters. Now we're going on to the movement phase. I'm going to do that in my next movement phase units in my next video because I want to keep these videos on the shorter side. All the units that fired are not going to be able to move, with the exception of this unit right here. They have a short halt. The Russians are going to be able to move. They have 2 tanks over here. Actually, 3 tanks over here. Those 3 tanks that can move for Russians. Here, I like to move the move base now. And the Americans have 4 tanks over here. So the movement phase, the second player moves first. They only have these 2 tanks over here. So they're going to move these 2 tanks. This one has on the road, it can move 14. 1, 2, 3. We'll take left. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for extra rotation, 14, and that's going to do a final change there. So the Russians now have that moment control that location. The vehicle right behind it. Go. 2, 1, 2, 3. Three, rotate left, 4, free rotation, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. 11. I got to check to see what's trail movement. Okay, so its trail movement rate is 9. So he's going to only go that far. So if you have road movement rate, fire, and if you have road movement rate, if you travel along a road and a path, you get the path movement rate, which in this guy is just going to follow right behind them, right here. Made a mistake. If these units right here had been in Overwatch, they would have been able to prevent this Russian tank from just driving forward and taking that victory point. And they also would have been able to fire at these two units right here. But they weren't in Overwatch, they were in move, so they lose out. This movement, and they're both going to have that movement command follow them. Clone it and move it to this vehicle yonder. Okay. That's it for the movement phase of the Russians. Movement phase of Russians is complete. Movement phase of the Americans. There's a vehicle back here that can move. It has a road movement rate of 5. No, a road movement rate of 11. Trail of, okay. It has a 5 movement rate for cross country. Where does it go? It is going to go to the left. 1. I'm just going to go in this woods. It's a little bit cover. It's just going to go in this woods. Now, and it needs a move command. Like so, did I have 2 vehicles there? I did have 2 vehicles. So another one was vehicles. Could actually fire also. It didn't say fire, so it didn't say it. I didn't say it fired, and I didn't give it a command, so it's going to be a command. It's going to have to stay there. The second vehicle right here, because it's on short halt and it fired, it has half its movement points. So it's going to stay where it is, but it's going to expend. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, I'm going to expend movement points where it is, I believe. Let me check. I have to make an adjustment. These 2 vehicles right here need to be moved back 2 hexes because it costs to move downhill, and they move downhill twice. So they're going to be back here. So if you go uphill or downhill, it's a +2 penalty for vehicles because they were on the road, only a +1 vehicle. This vehicle back here is actually going to be on the bridge. It can be 1 more on the bridge. No. Yeah. So that's going to be right there. It's actually going to be at that victory location. If you do a short halt, you don't have to move, and this unit is not going to move because it's in cover. This marker right here, the fire, now has to go to the move side to indicate that unit that was a short halt to move. And if you go to a new hex that has a move command, it will be given me a move marker. That's it. Fire. on the move. I believe that's it. All the American, well, these three American units in the center of the board. Do they want to remain moving? They're all going to be marked with the move counter anyways. And just stay there and fire? Or do they actually want to move? They're going to actually move because it won't affect their movement stats anyway, so may as well take it. The first vehicle is going to turn left. One, oh, he's already at point blank range. He doesn't need to go for it. He's going to go for one. Two. The vehicle's going to follow along. It's that direction. Going to X and it's in that direction. With the move counter, right click oops. Just put a move back on all these. Just call this move back. Well, that's it. And the last phase we'll do next time along with the review. The final phase, the final two phases will be the air. So we did the movement phase. There would be an air phase. We're not going to do an air phase because we don't have A planes, and the adjustment phase. The adjustment phase in this case, well, you can get a free pivot. You can go to full cover. We're not doing full cover. We're not doing a pivot step. I'm not going to do pivots, suppressions. So all we'll do at this turn is remove commands. So I'm going to hit this right here removes all command markers from the board, and that's it. And that's the end. So that's the end of turn 2 of this game. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm going to work on keeping these length of these videos down. I'm going slowly because this is a learning game for me and for you watching. I will pick up the pace as you learn how to play the game. Thank you. And